Just want to show you guys that I'm refinishing my axe, because sometimes you do need to refinish stuff. This handle's pretty old. So I'm just going to get to work here. I'll show you how I start. I use a card scraper. This one's from ShopFox, made out of China, but they come with a decent edge. And I'm just going to scrape off all the old shellac and just kind of start going around the curved edges, and then I have a bunch of flat cards and weirdly odd shaped cards for different projects. I'm just working on this little final area and using the little tiny edge I have here just to get that last final little round over that I couldn't get with any of the flats. Almost done. For the bottom of the handle where I turned it on the lathe originally a few years ago, I think I made this a few years ago, it's always bugged me, and the little grip on the bottom, I want to indent that a little bit more just to give myself a little bit of, you know, grip on the end of the handle there. It's taking a while, but I see a couple little tiny holes, but that's all right. Just take a file to it, flatten it. I'm happy with that. The reason I wanted to do this in the first place is to put my logo, my brand on it, and this just happens to be the absolute perfect size. I'll show you what I mean. Because I made my logo out of a railroad tie. So you'll see it here in just a minute. Okay, I'm gonna align myself the best I possibly can. First off, give myself a little working line here. Hopefully I can see that okay when I go to set it. It should work. Just gonna clean it up. So wire brush, get all the char out of there. All right, now like I said, I wanted a little bit more of a dip there. So it looks like the grain is coming uphill this way. So I can test that with the chisel a little bit, and it feels pretty good cutting it this way. So yeah, that feels good. So I'll just give a little idea here. My beginning and end should be roughly there, pinky size. All right, good, tighten the vise, we'll go square on. And if I start chipping out, then I'm gonna switch a method here. Yep, that's what I thought. So it's gonna chip out this way because the grain's going up here, and it kind of, you have to go from the other side so you don't chip it out. if I keep going this way, I'll probably break out this whole thing. So it's just going to be a little bit of back and forth. I've switched the direction that I was working because flat was a little bit better. And now I'm just finishing up. I've got it pretty much how I want it. So that's about it. That's good for me. Yeah, I held it in my hands just now and I like it, but I'm going to narrow out. Where'd my pencil go? I'm going to take this and I'm going to narrow something like that in that shape, just following the contour, and that's going to extend down, you know, roughly about halfway. Something like that. So I'm just going to take out that area. If you can work to your lines, it's always good. Flip it around and I'll come the other way, and that should be pretty good. Feels good already. Just going through using the card scraper. Feels really nice. Molded in. All right, we're all done. She's smooth, feels good in the hands. I'm just gonna wax it this time. Usually I'll use shellac, but you know, wood inside of hand tools, I'll say, doesn't really need a finish because the oil in your hands is enough to keep it moist enough. Plus with the wax, it's fine for me. So I'm just going to use Howard's Citrus Shield. Just rub it on there and I'll let it soak in. It'll bring out the beauty as well as protect it, but not seal it, because like I was saying, the oil in your hands is plenty really for hand tools. It should be about all she needs. Let that dry up a little bit and I'll buff it off.